We rode that.
Fuck is that?
It's called Top Thrill 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you could just said we rode Top Thrill 2.
Oh, that is Top Thrill 2?
Yeah.
I didn't know you...
Well, you fucking talked about it like 100 times before you guys went.
Yeah, true. Oh, here it is. Dude, he had to scrape it at the gas station.
Yeah, like,
dude, I was scrubbing it for minutes on end. Like, at least 5 minutes, and they're still
How the
on
fuck do people survive there?
Dude!
It rained almost the whole way back here. They're still on there.
I thought I was driving, and I was like, oh, okay, like, this is going to clean them off.
No.
Head it smear.
Nah, whatever he had scraped
scraped
off,
off,
that's basically what we had left.
Yeah.
And I was
Oh
like,
my
this isn't
fuck.
helping at
It
all,
was
dude.
brutal.
And his whole front end, you can barely read his license plate. It's insane, dude.
It's wild. Like, there's
Dude,
that
that's
many,
fucking
bro.
gross.
Dude,
I don't
yeah.
even want to, like, be around that.
But then Thursday, they were gone.
Like, the sunshine came out.
yeah, it has to be
going
like
back,
a cicada type season type shit.
That's what I was thinking, too. Is this mine?
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. Just
Yeah,
the swarms.
that would fucking piss me off.
Like, dude, the swarms were probably, like, the size of your entire gaming set.
Like-
just like...
Just
we were-
clouds. Little
Clouds.
clouds. of
I'm not
fucking
even kidding.
gnats,
We
bro.
were in line
They were bigger than that.
for
too. That's the
Millennium
thing. They're,
Force.
like,
It was
fucking-
right next to the lake, though. That's one of the ones that I noticed had a bunch were near the
Near the water.
edge. Yeah.
Hmm.
And this one
they're
was
kinda
right.
all-
I wonder if it's like a regional thing. Man.
Yeah, and this
It
one was
is.
right on the edge. And I was like, Dill, can you see that? And he's like, no.
No.
asking the wrong guy.
Yeah.
He was like, no.
Looking in the
I'm
wrong
not-
direction for that question.
And I was like, dude, that's literally moving. And then we got like 20 feet closer, and he was like, holy fuck. And I was like, you see him now, dude? He's like, I didn't realize that was it. He was like, I saw it. I was like, yeah. And we're looking at people like coming off the ride, dude, covered.
Yeah.
Like literally all they're doing is this. And
Trying to get
everyone's
it out of their eyes. Especially,
fuck
like,
that
back
shit.
seat seemed okay, but, like, front seats
Oh, yeah,
were
you're cooked.
And we're
Torched.
like,
Yep.
it's too late to
Yeah.
like
You're just eating them.
walk out now.
Yeah.
Like, so
We
we're
had
just
to keep our mouths closed, for sure.
Oh,
And then, like, every couple rides you get off one, you get, like, bugs on my glasses. Take the whole
I
fucking...
fucking
Dude,
I had to
it was
wear a
funny
strap,
as hell.
too, so I had to, like, take the whole fucking setup off.
dude, this was
fucking gross.
quite a
It was still sick, though,
hodgepodge
because
trip,
nobody
man.
was there. No. Nobody was there.
At the bar?
On the first day? Like,
First day?
first Cedar
That was
Point.
kind of fire, though.
First day was dead.
We were just hopping right
We
on.
rode everything first day.
That's kind of fire.
Second day was definitely nicer.
I'm honestly just going to leave this whole part in, because
We were just...
at this
mean,
point,
fuck
talking
it.
about it again would be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But what's good, everybody? It's your boys on the
Yo.
TKT podcast. TJ, Kane, and Dylan here on the 2 Kill Time podcast, your favorite podcast on all podcast streaming platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. As you can see, we have a live in-person appearance, IRL, from
Yeah, where you originating?
yeah, I don't know where you're from.
Yeah, right now I'm originating out of Vermont.
That's crazy. That's not how that works.
No.
but
Anyways,
it's
we
okay.
have Dylan here.
Yep.
The boys are back. We haven't had this discussion, but I've been just planning a bunch of shit for fucking everything.
Okay.
And I want to do 2 episodes a fucking month. We got to get back to some type of structure on these podcasts.
You're right. You're right.
Because it's been like, it's almost been a year. It's
It
been
has
like
almost-
8 months,
yeah.
9 months, 7 months, something like that.
Last
6, 7,
one
We
8,
haven't done it in
9.
a long time.
long
Yeah.
fucking time.
Yeah, but we're here. We're vibing.
We're back.
We're thriving. Been a lot of shit going on in the world. Winter hit. Dylan went into hibernation.
Went
Pretty
MIA on us.
I feel like we tried to do this 17 times. Then every time we talked about it, it just didn't happen. Much like how we started this podcast. So it's kind of like the Easter of this podcast. It's the reborn, the rebirth
It's the full
of the
circle.
TKT, the 2 Kill Time podcast, your favorite podcast on all podcast streaming platforms. Anyways, guys, what have y'all been up to? What have you guys been doing?
I swear, you should do car auctions.
No, I should not. I cannot talk that fast.
I think you could get it.
Those dudes are on a whole.
Yeah, dude, you have to go to like school for that shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like,
There's an actual set school for that.
well, I'm sure there's probably like online classes.
Yeah,
but,
there's got to be. A
yeah,
trainer.
no, I'm sure back in the day, yeah, you had to go
Yeah.
like see that one dude. You had to go see like Jim Bob over in fucking Clarksville.
And he'll rattle them off to you.
Yeah,
But you just got to
you got
practice.
to repeat it back. Yeah, but what have you guys been doing? Dylan, you go first. You're the star here.
You're the
This is the first time we've all been together on the famous couch here.
yeah
So
the
I'm
cast.
joined on the casting couch.
exactly, this isn't the only famous couch we know.
Yeah.
Well, this one, it's
Maybe all of our Christian
this
virgins
one's got
out there.
Good
Yeah.
potential.
Wait for TKT after dark.
Yeah.
Paid for subscription service only.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Arizona. Sponsored.
Shout out Arizona.
Yeah, no, I had a good winter.
Good.
I worked at a ski mountain and did a bunch of snowboarding.
Word.
Met some cool people. Just had a nice little winter myself.
Nice.
I was kind of tucked away because I was working a lot. And
I mean, you were out there, man.
So,
You were in the fucking wilderness.
You
for
were
like 6
on a
months,
mountain
so.
I
for
was just
sure.
enjoying it. And yeah, I'd say it was a good winter.
Nice. Well, I do want to say, too, I mean, when we started season 3 of this podcast, we said multiple times we have no idea how frequent this podcast was going to be during the season because we knew you were out in the fucking jungle of the wild pines of Vermont. However, that's also what this podcast is about. It's about fluidity, and it's about being able to talk about life and doing things, and life happens, and sometimes we can't record the fucking podcast, okay?
Shit happens. We're busy. We're adults.
Fuck, man.
Damn.
People don't understand.
Shit
Also-
starts happening, you get swept up sometimes.
I feel like I talked about this forever ago on the podcast, like way back in the beginning. The statistic for podcasts is like most people that do them don't make it past 14 episodes. But if you make it past 14, it's probably not 14, it's probably higher than that.
Okay.
But it isn't, it's below 50.
Okay. I was like,
If
14
you make it
seems
past
wild.
like 50 episodes, then you can call yourself like a podcaster, and like that's when podcasts really start to take off. You build a following, things like that. So like I know we've had people ask, I know we've had wild encounters
Yeah.
with people out at our jobs and stuff asking about the podcast.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, but we're back. We'll be here at least twice a month, I hope. Life does happen. It will always release on a Wednesday. I don't know why we chose that date at the beginning, but that's the date that always worked out. I'm not going to change that unless you guys want to change that.
I mean,
I feel like
maybe.
Wednesday's solid middle of the week.
Yeah.
They get through their shitty Mondays, get through the up the hill Tuesdays, and then right on hump day, they're sitting on our laps. You know what I mean?
Ready
So
for the back half of the
Give them a
week.
nice, drive into work.
yeah,
podcast, but-
yeah. Nice little podcast on
There
all
we go.
podcast streaming platforms.
TKT.
TJ, what have you been up to, dude? I mean, I know, but they don't know.
Yeah.
Dylan may not know.
Yeah, I mean, I just been working. Truthfully, I've been playing golf a lot.
More than me.
Yeah, I have been going a bunch more, which has been cool. I'm getting okay. Still suck. But no, not much other than pretty much working a ton, saving up for this vacation that he was coming down for. And
Word.
that's pretty much it.
You know.
I mean, yeah.
Word.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I game. I don't really do too much nowadays, man. I'm pretty boring. But yeah,
Word.
what have you been up to?
Nothing really. I mean, I have a lot of small moving pieces that are in the very early stages. Working on a rebrand for the stream. That's really... I've talked about it for
Yeah,
since the end of the podcast, or the last episode of the podcast.
you have been talking about it in a minute.
But we're finally getting the ball rolling. It's a lot of... Did I really want to do it? But it's going to be a lot. And then we're
No,
switching to...
When you say rebranding, like how heavy are we talking here?
Like,
new name or
not necessarily new name, but new name. Like, everybody knows me as Wilder 42K, but everybody calls me Wilder, and 42K is like the moniker type thing.
Gotcha.
So like we're probably gonna drop the 42K and just keep it for like secondary branding, secondary logos,
shit.
and like keep it for like streaming stuff.
Yeah,
But content, like obviously I'll still stream on Twitch and like game, but majority of the content on YouTube is probably gonna move towards like golf, vlog, lifestyle, cars, that type of shit. Like I'll have to
Nice.
show you the fucking notebook. It's sitting right over there. But I got like fucking.
Oh, that's full.
That's well,
Holy
no,
shit.
no. That's just a section of it.
Okay.
It's
Just
only
so
like
you fill
5
out
pages.
that many pages.
No. That's my work notebook, and while it's slow at work, I just fucking come up with ideas because my creativity's flowing. The juices are active.
I like it. I like it, but I totally thought a whole
No,
lecture
that'd be
was
fucking
coming
insane.
because
No.
I was like, brother, that's like 75 pages.
No,
Like,
no. So a bunch of that shit, just the rebrand stuff. Barbecue sauce has been doing pretty well. I mean, we're sending like 2 to 3 dozen out a month, which I mean isn't crazy, but I mean that's solid for
Still good.
not actually having a business name or anything like that. So don't tell the IRS. Just kidding. Of course, I pay taxes. But barbecue sauce, getting into cars, golfing whenever I can, and now that I finally have a set schedule, got a promotion. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
So now that I finally have every weekend off, it's going to be a lot easier to do those type of things, and that's why it's kind of like all coming to a head at one point, because it's been not being able to take time off or not having to have the responsibility of working every other weekend and 7-day stretches, 10-day stretches of not having a day off. So super stoked about that. But other than that, it's just been life, man. Normal shit.
Dude, that's what's up.
Yeah, nothing crazy. You guys obviously have never seen all three of us in the same room. We really haven't either. This has only happened like twice before this trip, or like once before this trip. So everybody thinks like, we're obviously all good friends. Of course we are. Me and Dylan have only been like together one time outside of like this trip. So we got to know each other really well.
In New York, we didn't even live close to each other.
Yeah, like this is literally the first time we've been together in 4 or 5 years, 6 years. So that's sick. And we really...
It's been that long.
Well, it's been since literally, I think our going away party or before that, some random party he was at.
One of them, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Damn.
it's really nice to finally have you here, buddy. We already had that kind of powwow, but just to announce the podcast, we're happy you're here. This was kind of, not really spur of the moment, it was planned, but it was planned like 7 times type thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
it
then
was
finally was just like
re-planned.
30 days ago, you were like, yeah, I'm going to come then. I'm going to come like this weekend.
Yeah, about like...
I pretty much just talked with TJ, and he was like, "Hey, I have this time off."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, I can
Bet
make that
I
work.
can take
Let's
a
do
week
it."
off, yeah.
And
It worked out.
It worked out well.
It did.
Sometimes you just gotta go out there. You just gotta try shit. If you're sitting there, you want to do something. You got time.
Just do it.
You got the resources. Go do it. See what happens.
I like that. That's great advice, buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, this week has been crazy. You came down last Thursday, so a week now.
Yeah.
And I don't remember. I think I was off Friday, so either you came down Thursday or Friday. I don't remember what we did. Worked Saturday. You went to work. No, I worked Friday. I was supposed to be off Saturday.
Yeah.
Went to work Friday, Saturday. You guys went golfing Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, we went to go fucking somewhere. Putt Shack.
Putt Shack.
Whatever the fuck. And that was booked
Disaster.
at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday.
All the way
night.
through the night.
So we went to Pins Mechanical. We were there for like, I think 2 hours. Drove back home. And so we started drinking at like 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we were up till like 2 in the morning with the tea time at 9 a.m. an hour away.
Yeah.
So
Decisions were made.
that was fun though.
That
we
was-
had a really
it
good
was a
night.
good time.
Really good time. We played darts.
Great
we
time.
fucking chilled. We sat
Yeah.
upstairs. Speaker died. Had to go to backup speaker.
Had to get the... Yeah, had to get...
Backup.
Played fucking
Yeah,
large garage beer pong. Whatever the fuck. I don't know even what to call that.
Bucket?
Pong.
Bucket pong? Yeah, something like that. We have like 6 sets of buckets, so we played that. And we played darts, and we were smashed. I would
Smashed,
say
for
we were
sure.
fucking
Good.
slushier than New York State Road in January, but it was good.
It was a good time.
And then, what the fuck did we do? Oh, we went golfing Monday morning, came home, ate, napped.
Everyone
Everybody
crashed.
passed out.
Yeah, and then
I was the first to go. I ate my sub and literally
Yeah.
just gone.
and then Tuesday you guys left to go to Cedar Point, which is where you guys can pick up this story
Yeah.
because I wasn't there.
That's-
I've been at fucking work.
I know. We said come.
I couldn't.
We told him to go. He didn't.
He didn't want to go.
I wanted to go. I couldn't go. Motherfucker. Yeah.
There is a difference. Anywho. So, yeah, we left Tuesday at, like, what? Early in the morning.
Yeah, I think we left at about 11.
Oh, yeah,
Not
true.
too
Yeah,
early.
yeah. So, we left at, like, 11:30. Got there at, like, what was it, like 7, 8?
Yeah.
Later than
7:30. Nah. I No, we hit a lot of traffic, so we got there.
Dude,
it
got
was like 8:50.
fucked in Cincinnati, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We hit it
We
at
probably hit it right
turn
at
and
peak,
rush
yeah.
hour.
Oh yeah, we did.
I mean, don't get me wrong, we were vibing still, but
we were running on
it
pure
was tough.
excitement.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
So
That's why I usually always go through Virginia, like going home instead of Ohio, because no matter what
Yeah.
time you leave, you'll end up hitting a city at perfect rush hour, either in the morning or at night.
Yep.
There's no way to avoid it because it's like that perfect 7-8 hour gap.
I realized I
today
was fucked
on the way
no matter
back.
what. Yeah.
had the same problem.
Yeah,
But-
he drove up and I drove home.
Yep.
And then
Oh damn, y'all didn't like split or?
Nah, we just
Fair enough. I guess
I
it's
mean,
not
it
too
wasn't
bad.
too
It's only
bad.
like an 8 hour, right?
yeah, if you got someone with you.
no, yeah.
I mean, hell,
wasn't
it took
really
me
too bad.
16 hours to get here. So
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but so we left,
Sucked.
got
Terrible
to Cedar Point, or well, the hotel,
yeah, we got to the hotel. We were psyched.
covered in
We were starving.
mosquitoes.
How far was the hotel
Covered
from
in
Cedar Point?
mosquitoes.
15,
15 minutes.
10,
Oh, that's not bad.
15.
I've never been like
It's
in
a quick
Ohio.
15 minutes.
You know what I mean? Like I've
Yeah,
been through it,
it's-
but I don't know like the
I mean,
geometries,
Pretty much for
geographics, if you will.
the park itself is on this like archipelago thing.
Yeah, it's like fucking out there, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's on.
It was
the-
right on the lake, which
Yeah.
is cool. And
It
you
was
get to the
sick.
top
You
right.
think it's gonna be like a Venice in 100 years, where
It
there's,
could
like,
be.
threats
I
of
was.
floods?
I literally thought.
not
of
that I think it'll probably be open in
Oh.
100 years.
I don't think so though, because there's no like glacier mount going into those lakes.
Is there a glacier mountain going into Venice, Italy?
Well, the
I have no. idea.
Because I thought Venice was like built on like logs and shit.
I think they're
That it
their
was literally
farm's,
built
like,
in
an
the water.
ocean.
Well, they have like a
Um,
beach, so like maybe if the fucking lake.
But
It's a lake,
Yeah,
not an
it's a
ocean.
lake, not an ocean.
are we talking?
It's Lake Erie.
Oh, see, I was still on Venice.
We're talking about
Venice
Cedar
wise.
Point.
Well, you said Venice Beach, and I was like, that's California. I'm talking Italy.
Gotcha.
Same page now.
Specifically,
Anyways,
where in Italy?
I'm with it.
Like, is
Okay.
it
I don't
on
know.
the ocean or is it like a?
I have no fucking clue, man. Like, I ain't never been to the fucking the eastest
I got
I've
so
been
many
is
questions.
fucking Vermont.
We
Yeah,
need
me
a
too.
guy on a computer.
Anyway, yeah, we need a guy behind the
We need a
monitor.
guy.
Send in your
Yeah.
applications.
Yeah, we need a
We need a guy
producer,
behind
low
the
key.
We do need.
I wish, like, I've thought about that because I've made YouTube videos for so long. Like, I wish I had the money to pay for an editor or a producer of a fucking anything like this, bro.
Yeah.
Because they just make bank. You can't even, like, pay them, like, $50 a video or something. Like,
no.
fuck, man. Anyways,
Definitely
Venice.
find, like, a
Pretty
studio
sure
or
there's
something.
rumors that Venice is built on, like, logs, and people think it's going to flood in the next 100 years. Like, it's going to be underwater because of global warming and shit. But
Next to
do
Atlantis.
you think Cedar Point, because what, there's still parks out there that are, like, closed that are abandoned.
Yeah.
Do you think
I
in
think it-
120, 150 years, you think it's going to be like a Venice situation?
Probably.
It's not close enough to the ocean.
Yeah, but something feeds that lake.
True. But what?
I would assume a river. Where does the river flow from? Maybe a spring, maybe the ocean. Don't
Maybe.
know.
Could be a
That's a
glacier.
question
Dude,
for-
boys, we need a map.
Yeah, could potentially be an ocean. But that's a question for a geologist.
I was
or
gonna say, we gotta
whatever
study
the
our
fuck,
geography.
Mapologist.
Yeah.
What do they call those? The map people.
Oh fuck.
Starts with T, right?
Yeah.
We are spiraling.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I think-
Cedar
I think
Point.
we lost
Cedar
the
Point.
Cedar Point,
Back to
Ohio.
Cedar Point. Ohio.
Got there. Hotel.
Sandusky.
Got food.
Got
Hotel.
there.
Guess what?
Sandusky.
Guess what? The first thing that we had was
Sandusky named after Sandusky.
I do not
San-
know.
Sandusky.
Yeah, is that not like the Penn State guy that was like touching people?
Did not hear about that. What?
It
Wait.
was like years ago when
Wait.
we were kids.
Yeah.
Hey Siri,
I don't
who's
know.
the coach Sandusky? Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Gerald Arthur Sandusky, born 26th of January 1944.
Retired college football. Okay, that didn't help me though.
I mean, I think so.
Anyways, continue. I'm gonna do some googling here.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I mean the first food we had, believe it or not, Kane, you could probably guess what it was.
McDonald's.
No, it was chicken.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big staple this weekend. We
See-
found out Dylan really fucking loves it. Can confirm Jerry Sandusky. That's the guy.
That is correct.
That is exactly what I thought.
Hopefully it's not named
I don't
after him. I would.
I hope. Yeah.
I would assume
hope not.
he's named after.
After
It?
it.
Yeah, they were like the settlers or something down the line.
Oh god.
Anyways.
maybe.
Yikes.
Got chicken from where?
Raising
Raising
Cane's.
Cane's.
I like Raising Cane's.
We didn't think it was there, so it was right next to the hotel. We were like,
I didn't think it was that north.
yeah, I'll get some dinner.
We just looked at each other.
Gotta do it.
Well, I think Raising Cane's is in New York City.
It was
but
way
doesn't-
better. than the one down the road.
It was.
Like how?
It was the same shit, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, I had a completely different experience.
Just way better. Like the
Yeah,
chicken
everything
was
was done
crispier.
better.
I was
and
gonna say, like,
tasted
was
better.
it crispier?
Yeah.
the
Chicken was
The
crisp.
chicken was crisper.
Fries were actually
Fries
good.
were seasoned well. Actually.
Maybe it's like a McDonald's in other countries type thing. Maybe
Could be.
different seasoning.
Could
and
be.
shit.
But even the bread itself, like
It was the
just
same
that piece
shit.
of
I just think
toast
they
was
made it
better.
better.
Man, I
And it
love
was
toast.
so fast, dude.
When I
Like,
got
no.
toast at this
Every
one,
time we go to this one, it's slow as fuck.
Dude,
No, they
I
literally,
walked in,
like-
I wouldn't
ordered
even go to
it.
the one on Broadway.
I didn't even finish
You're not-
paying before TJ got his order.
He didn't even order his.
Yeah.
He was behind me in line. I ordered it, paid, stood
They
over
had that
here.
shit on deck.
He stepped up,
Under
and
the
I
heat.
was
And it
like,
was- and it was
that's going to be gross.
still good.
Is literally what I thought.
Yeah.
Is I was like,
That was sitting under the
Okay.
heat lamp.
they had it
Waiting.
ready.
They were on something,
But-
but they were just ready, dishing out the chickens.
I love that.
But
I don't know. We might have been fried, too. There was a dispensary right across the street.
Where they sold to you with
No.
an expired license?
No. Well, I didn't partake.
allegedly,
Theoretically,
Theoretically.
hypothetically.
All
this is all a
hypothetical.
joke.
Yeah.
Obviously,
It's AI.
Yeah, this is AI generated.
This is AI generated.
Chat GPT.
Yeah. Anywho,
Grok.
we got Raising Cane's that night. Then we were like, we need to go to sleep.
Yep.
Got an early
Makes
fucking
sense,
day
yeah.
tomorrow. Need to knock. So we woke
Didn't.
up hella early.
no, we passed out.
Woke up
Woke up
hella
early.
early. Went and got the free hotel breakfast.
Very good.
Was it actually like a breakfast or was it
They
like?
had some. They had some
They
shit.
had
Frosted Flakes
eggs
in a cup.
and- they
Oh,
had
that's what
eggs
I got.
and Sausage,
Literally,
Oh,
exactly.
potatoes.
Well, I just
waffles.
remember when we went to fucking Indy and
Yeah.
it was a free breakfast and it was literally like
No, it was much better than
cups
that.
of fucking cereal. Yeah. Bullshit.
This one was pretty decent.
Good.
It wasn't
I've never
like it
been to
was-
a hotel that actually supplied
It
it.
wasn't
No,
like
it
it
was
was like
solid.
great, but it was.
I kept it light though
It was
because I was
nice.
scared of what my stomach was gonna do with what we were
on the
going
coast
to
and
do.
shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like I might be cooked, so let me go light. So I just went apple juice. Got orange juice, had fucking pulp in it,
Ah, wait
dude.
till you
Said
know.
nothing. It was just one of those little dispensers.
Those are almost like worse than being like, fuck, they only have pulp orange juice, let me get one. Is when you grab an orange juice, it doesn't say pulp.
It was the
Yeah.
little dispensers.
Yeah,
And
I
all
like
it said
the
was
little
orange
pulp.
juice, apple juice, and other shit. And I got it just
Wait, so it was like a
Ugh.
push button?
yes.
Which
How the fuck do you have pulp and a push button fucking orange?
Maybe it wasn't pulp. Maybe something was going
Yeah.
on. There.
I don't know what it was,
You
bro.
dumped it out, right?
Oh yeah, I got apple juice.
Yeah.
And
Love apple juice.
Them chunks
it
wasn't
was
supposed to be.
slapped. It was
There's
ice.
there's no way.
I felt like a 5-year-old kid, bro.
I love
Because
apple
that
juice.
apple juice was.
I swear to
ice
God,
cold,
I'd fill my fridge with a
slamming.
fucking thing of cartons of chocolate and strawberry milk from school.
Oh, I love.
I love that shit. Strawberry milk.
So good.
I love strawberry milk.
But
Can't be chocolate, but it's
It's up there.
good.
so we got there, and we didn't know how the fast passes work because everything was in our like Apple Wallet.
Yeah.
And so we got in, scanned our thing, and then it was like you have to go get it from like a store, which was kind of cool. Like you could literally go to any spot and be like, "Hey, can I get my fast pass?" And
Instead of like one
Hmm.
giant line of people all trying to get it at the same
Now,
time.
like one ticket booth, yeah.
yeah,
So
I've always wondered how that worked at like Disney and shit because like how do they know?
I don't-
Like,
yeah,
can anybody just walk into the fast pass lane?
no.
So
How
like,
not?
they give you a bracelet
So we had a
with a
wristband.
QR code
How many
thing on it.
wristbands did you have? Just one?
Just
and you
one.
were just like,
And we,
Just one.
we each had one, and they have a scanner.
Yeah.
You literally
You
put
gotta
your
scan
arm
it.
in like this.
do you get to keep the bracelet or do you got to get it back?
I have them.
You can keep it.
Is it like plastic or paper?
It's
Oh,
one of the, like
plastic.
hospital wristbands
Yeah.
kind of deal.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
just go
yeah.
home
Never
and
mind.
then
Yeah, it's
you
not like
scan
a.
it,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
you're good.
It's not like
Fair
a.
enough.
But yeah, they monitor it. It's
And so we did that, and then we were like, all right, what are we hitting?
immediately. We went to the
And-
closest coaster possible.
So gatekeeper's right there. It goes right over the top of your head
That's kind of like when
as you're walking in.
That's kind of cool. Cool name.
Yeah,
Fits.
yeah.
I like that.
And there's
They-
two
They have
like
these.
solid steel gate kind of looking thing. I don't know how to explain. It's not really like a gate.
These two giant pillars, right? And
And
there's
there's slits
holes
in the top,
middle,
and
the
you go
coaster
through
goes
the middle.
it and does like a corkscrew.
And it, yeah,
Like,
and
that's
kinda
it
sick.
feels like your feet are gonna
Yeah,
get
it
chopped
See,
feels
like
off.
that's the introduction I want to a fucking
Yeah.
theme park. Cause like
Yeah.
you walk into fucking Great Escape, you got the fucking tower right there, whatever the fuck's called. The Sasquatch.
Seam
Yeah.
squinch.
Yeah, Seam squinch. And that would definitely get me excited. I'd probably poop my pants a little bit, but
I would say.
Listen,
I love roller coasters, but like the whole time like going on, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck you, I hate you."
that's
We're
my
gonna
favorite.
fight as soon as I get off of this motherfucker.
Oh,
I think,
and then after, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, do you want to hop back in line?" Because that was kind of cool.
Because that was sick.
I think
and then
every ride
repeat.
would have you doing that.
100%. Oh
That's
yeah.
hard.
No, Great Escape had me doing that shit.
Because yeah.
Hi, Banks.
Oh, hello.
Hey, buddy.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay.
Get down, buddy.
Cool.
Okay, come on, bud.
Go get mama. Go get mom.
You're wet.
Yeah. Like, why did I get splashed? I wasn't even in the splash zone.
Any
Came out of nowhere.
Buddy, go get your mother. Go get your mom. Thank you. Pardon the interruption. Back to the fucking regular scheduled program.
we were like, all right, so let's hit this because we literally were walking in. It's going over the top of us.
Yeah.
There
Did
wasn't
it actually
many
like
people
go
there.
when you
It
walk?
was like-
Oh, that's cool.
you can
That's like
see-
cinematic.
Dude,
shit.
I
People are, like,
couldn't. I
screaming,
didn't
like-
have my phone out, but I was
that
like,
would've been cinematic, bro.
damn, bro.
Yeah,
And
that would have been
he
some
was
like,
like-
fucking movie shit.
Yeah, we were too worried
Feels
about
wild.
like trying to get our fast pass and everything.
Fair enough,
That
man.
like I wasn't even thinking about it, but
Yeah, our brains just kind of went, let's get on that immediately.
we have to get our shit. Let's get on it. And so we did that, and that was sick, dude.
Probably
I'm gonna show you
like
the videos after we're done recording because
Probably
we
one of the coolest.
ranked all of them and shit.
Like that beats a lot of coasters at a lot of other places, and it's
Gatekeeper or
Yeah.
Gatekeeper itself. Yeah.
Gatekeeper itself at Great Escape is probably the second best thing there.
what's the best one?
Adirondack Thunder.
Oh,
No, Gatekeeper's better than Adirondack.
Adirondack Thunder. I don't even know what that one is.
Well, I'm just saying.
The only two coasters I can name there are fucking Comet and the Boomerang.
Oh,
I
Adirondack
didn't even know
Thunder
they
is the
had other
weird
coasters.
fucking
You almost
rotating
fell out of a
thing.
boomerang.
I did. At New England.
Never went on it. Fuck that shit. I don't want to go backwards like that. I was 13.
Oh,
I
you hate Top
no
Thrill.
Well, now I feel like I'd be
okay.
fine, but when I was like fucking 13, because I only went to Great Escape like 3
Nah.
times.
Top Thrill was really
Top Thrill, all it
I
is,
fuck
bro.
with that. The speed. I love speed.
Waistband.
prime.
Waistband. No over the top. It's just right here.
Is it like a
Yeah,
handle or is it
shoulders.
like the big one?
It's just a.
Or is it like the
it's just a
OG
lap.
just?
It's just a lap.
It's just
It's-
a
Yeah,
lap.
but is it like a?
It's
Is
like
it like
wide.
big padded?
It's like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Okay, it's not
So
like
it's
the
flat.
OG.
You
just
like,
kinda-
clink, clink.
No,
No. Oh, no.
no, it's very secure.
No,
yeah,
no, no.
fuck
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, but it's like
But
it's,
you're free, and the cart's like open, so you feel
you're in it, dude.
exposed.
Him and I, because you go like 0 gravity for a second, and like you go negative G's, and then you go like
Positive G's.
almost yeah, dude. So like you go up, right, and every time it gets to the top, and then you stop,
You
and
just
you're
stop.
like, oh,
you put your arms up, you
shit.
just start floating. You're like, whoa.
And then because it has 3 launches, so the first one's at like 70 miles an hour, just to
93 on the
Wait,
first
one
launch.
trip is fucking. You get 3 rides,
Pretty much.
It's three
like three
launches.
launches. So you go up on 93 miles an hour,
and so you don't make
and
it
it
to the
goes
top.
up,
make
and
it.
then
You
it
go
goes
halfway.
back. But on the backwards, it launches you at 105 or 108,
yeah,
and you're
Oh,
going
you're going
backwards,
straight up
Dude,
at 90
that's so
degree,
sick.
straight
Right
up
up
at
a tower.
90-degree,
and then you're. Like,
and then
looking
that's
up,
0
floating
gravity
again.
for like 2
So is it
seconds.
like you fucking loop back down?
No,
After
it
the
just is a tower,
gonna
so you go
I'm
up
gonna
and
show
then
you
it
this,
drops you
like-
back into the same spot.
Wow, that's
So
kinda
like
scary.
launch, go up a little bit, come back, go up the backwards tower.
See, I
That's
thought
how
it
it's
like
rated.
went up and around.
So it goes up, right? I don't mean to
No, we're good.
live.
Fuck you
pod,
guys.
Yeah,
Wow, dude, not the fans.
and it launches you back. I want you to hear this shit.
So it's at the backwards.
Yeah.
Damn, the backwards goes high as fuck. So you're going $120 there?
$120.
Buck
That
20 on
doesn't seem
the
like a
relaunch.
$120.
It does when you're near it, because it's
When you're on it, it definitely feels like more. It's crazy.
Damn, you're in the fucking clouds.
we were
That's crazy, dude.
we
Fuck
were
that shit.
we were in the clouds. Yeah, 420
Dude, that
feet.
second or the third launch, you
Highest
start
coaster.
feeling like you're gonna just like fucking fly off
Dude,
the tracks and keep going.
So we tried to keep our arms up for the launch, right? Because we were like, "This is gonna be sick."
Fuck,
Dude,
snap your back.
Dude, literally felt
Fuck
like I was
that
gonna
shit.
dislocate both
Yeah.
elbows, bro.
We're like,
I was
okay,
like,
we're going back down.
"Okay, we're back here, dude. Lock in, because holy shit,
Fuck that shit, bro.
We were
dude,
riding
like,
in the
I
back
literally-
and
can you
just
see
get
that?
to the-
Yeah, it's Bruce.
I literally hit my arm hard as fuck on the ride,
Fuck
trying
that,
to keep
bro.
my arm up. It was funny as
I
hell.
would have been fucking.
I mean, we
It was hilarious.
were having a ball, dude.
Dude, every like ride photo we'd go through and see our picture. We're both just like smiling,
Smiling so fucking
Just
heavy,
like,
dude.
that
Just
is the
like
face of joy.
I was like, that is pure fucking joy right there.
Yeah.
And we
Shit was funny.
we had a whole plan for everything, right? Then we got to Maverick, which we clearly underestimated.
Yeah.
And we're
We
sitting
had no idea.
We were excited for it.
Like realistically, like we didn't look into it because we didn't think it was anything.
Thought it was like,
crazy.
yeah, just a random roller coaster.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And so
Dude, stood up to its name.
No, literally.
Bro.
We were like, yeah, let's hit this real quick. The line's dead. We sit down, right? She goes, welcome to Maverick, the steepest
The what?
Dude, she said, she was like,
the steepest drop in the park.
And
And
she
we're like,
was-
wait a minute,
we
what?
were like, what? And she
How?
goes, and
It
speeds up
literally
to
went, like,
92
back in
miles
on
an
itself
hour.
on the drop.
Went back in and fucking snapped out.
Fuck
and
that.
we're like, oh, okay, whatever. And there was a train in front of us. And we're sitting behind them. And they get like sent up the
There's no
fucking
chain; they just get launched out.
just get
What the fuck?
sent.
How do they do that? Like,
Dylan
is it like a
snaps-
Hot Wheels type thing?
I don't know. It
Where
looks
it's like
like
the two
mag-
wheels fucking.
We were trying to figure it out.
It looks like
Just
a
a pitching
magnetic
machine.
propulsion.
You just hear.
That's what it felt like, dude.
All of a
and-
sudden, you're just gone. So
Keep,
smooth. Too.
keep your head
So-
back.
So we're sitting there. They get launched up the tower. Dylan snaps to me. He's like, what the fuck? And I was like, that's so fat. We're right up. It's too late. We're already in it, right?
We're in the thing. We're
I
in
gotta
it.
get out. Hit the button, dog.
And
Red alert.
all of
Red
us-
We're
alert.
like, okay.
we're in the very back.
We don't
too.
even know what the drop looks like.
We have
whatever it
no
looks
idea.
like
We
yet.
couldn't see the coaster.
You look over and everybody in the front of you's gone.
It's too.
Bro, there's no waiting when you get to the drop. It's
We're
just-
sitting there.
it
We
just
see.
bam, drop.
We're like, what are we riding? Dude, we're on it, right? Launch. I'm like,
launches
oh
it in.
shit.
Oh, fuck. Like floating outwards.
I was
Drops
like,
you
oh,
back in.
fuck.
Throws you around this crazy
Spins you.
course.
And we're like, oh, okay,
corkscrews,
whatever.
everything.
You know, it's ripping through the course, right?
Like,
All of a
okay.
sudden,
This is cool.
it hits this
Right.
black tunnel.
Stops, like
We're
almost
like, what
stops,
the
slows
fuck?
down a lot. And
Slows
you hear,
down.
like this train noise.
It's
train
like,
pausing or something.
woo! You
Blacked out.
get sent,
Boom.
dude. Launched out of this fucking tunnel. Immediate hard left turn, dude.
Like,
so you
it
come to a
bangs
stop
you.
and then it relaunches?
yeah.
Not a full
Not
stop,
full
but
stop,
like
but
You
enough where
notice,
you're like,
yeah,
okay,
you're
I'm-
like, whoa, okay.
We're getting off.
I think it was like 93
We've-
miles an hour into
yeah.
this banked left turn out.
And then
Very
straight
sharp.
up, back down into a hard right, dude. And we were
Then
like,
the reverse corkscrew where it fakes you in a corkscrew and then throws you back the other way into a different corkscrew.
and we were
Right.
like, we got off and it was just like,
What the f was that?
I always think, like, how the fuck do people enjoy that shit? And then you do it, and you're like, man, that was so much fun.
dude.
Like,
That launch might have been one of
the whole
most-
time we were like,
It was
we were
terrifying.
fucked with this one, dude. I
It was
like,
terrifying. You
I-
couldn't really see like in
You-
front of you very well, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're getting hurled towards a wall.
yeah.
it went pretty fucking dark. And I was like, ooh, okay.
Wait, what is going on?
Yeah. First off, can we talk about the fucking tunnel from when we went golfing?
Oh.
Lights for the first 10 feet,
yeah.
and then it's pitch fucking black. I literally looked at Haley. I was like, I might crash. It says don't.
I can't see it.
It doesn't say drive. It says don't drive on the fucking side. How? I don't know where the fucking road is. I can't see anything.
I said to him, I said, I'm driving blind, just so you know. Like, I'm just hoping this
Turns-
alignment.
I always drive blind.
I said, I'm hoping this keeps us straight.
Yeah,
Because
dude.
it went pitch black. And I was like, whoa, forgot about that.
Yeah, crazy for a golf course.
That was a fun course, man.
Yeah, I do enjoy it. But
Deep.
every
That's the only
time
problem.
someone talks about like fucking roller coasters and shit, that's all I think of is like, damn, how the fuck are you not like shitting your pants? Like it
Oh, I
sounds
am.
scary as fuck. But
Oh.
like then you get there and you do it and you're like,
Well, see,
that was so much fucking fun because that's what it is. Like that's the
It's the
anxiety
whole
and
thing.
adrenaline.
It's the
Like
adrenaline,
yeah,
you
like
get excited and
you think it's fucking like you're scared, but afterwards you're like, holy fuck, I just
He-
lived through that. Like,
you're
oh
that
man.
was fun as fuck.
He thought I was
Forcing
gonna
your
pass out.
brain to
I
like
thought he was
dump
gonna
endorphins
pass out
and
on
shit.
Top Thrill.
Really?
I was like,
Were you close?
no.
Oh.
But I was panicking.
Even a little bit.
I don't think I was close.
you were.
but I was
he
definitely.
pretty nervous.
I don't, yeah, oh, yeah.
He was low key trying to avoid it, like trying to say, "Oh, we should ride this instead, real quick." And I'm like, no, let's get in line for this.
See,
and
look,
wait
yeah,
5
like I'm
minutes.
fine with speed, but if you're sending me backwards at 105,
I was like,
I don't know anything that can go 105 in reverse. I'm just saying. Give me one fucking vehicle that goes 105
Not one.
backwards.
not one.
Maybe
And
backwards Bob the Monster Jam.
And we're standing there, right? And they're diabolical,
that was a cool
right?
truck.
They're diabolical with the queue line. I kept saying to him, I was like, dog, I'm not nervous for a single thing besides this. Swear to God. Because the rest I was cool, ready. This, I was like, fuck, man. Like,
Because you're not only looking at the tower, but you're thinking in your head, like, the only two things on this ride are the height and 120 miles an hour.
I was like, that's it. That's the whole ride. The two things I'm shitting myself over. Okay. I was like, well,
Two things I'm most afraid of on a roller coaster.
The drop felt ridiculous.
but as soon as I got on it and we launched, I felt that first, like, I was
Oh,
like,
fuck.
oh, this is fire. But no, the real nervousness
See, I would like the
was
fucking-
the no shoulder
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. That fucked me up.
It's
It does
just
a corkscrew on the way down.
It does. And
And
you
on the way
fucking
up.
woo woo.
So like, you gotta hold
Well,
it
he's got to
down.
pass some type of safety regulation, so.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, we rode it what 7 times.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
After that first one, I got off. He was like, "What'd you think?" And I was like,
Run it back.
"That
We
was
looked at each other. We're like
10."
That's 10.
I was like, "There's not a better coaster
Yeah.
than that. It's
I
not
would,
possible."
I would really like the zero G thing. Because like
Oh,
it's gonna
cool.
feel like you're obviously zero G, but like you're literally fucking 500 feet in the air, and you're like, oh fuck.
Whoa.
See the pull up.
God, catch me.
Reset.
We were trying to figure out with the back pull up, right? We started riding it so much we were trying to decide which one was better, the front half zero thing or the pull back where you can see the ground but you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, I'd like the backwards.
The
Because I
backwards
literally
one.
feel like you're in the sky, whereas the other one, you're like, I'm falling to the ground. The other one, it feels like I'm just floating. The other one, the ground is approaching very fast.
I was like, wow, I could see
right.
everything.
That one's like right in between the point of where you actually like.
Dude, because him and I would hit the same thing. It would
So-
pull back, right? We'd be like, oh shit. And then we'd start to drop and immediately be like, oh fuck.
Like we're about to get lost.
Because
So,
it
like,
was.
How the fuck? I'm gonna look up like the mechanisms because it'll tickle my little brain.
I was
like,
thinking about it the whole time. I was
like when
how
you
does this
go,
work?
Yeah.
so if it's 90, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like how the fuck did engineers figure this out?
How much
90
pressure,
forward,
yeah.
but then it's high enough to get you to the point where it's going to launch you 105 back, and it gets you to the highest point where it's going to launch you 120. But in that half a distance that it got you to 120 miles an hour, you then come to a stop.
There's definitely sections where you
Crazy.
can feel the speed up. Like, there's definitely, like,
Yeah, they hit you with like a burst
that-
of air.
you can
or
feel it.
something. I don't know if
It
it's
counts
air
down on the
propulsion or-
tower, too, which is sick.
What do you mean?
They got
It's
this
like a
race
drag
tower.
race. And it goes, beep, beep,
Oh, I love that on the tree.
They're just
gone, dude.
That's so sick.
And the first time we were on it, I was like, oh, God.
dude. The
That
100
first beat.
You're like, oh,
dude,
okay.
ah shit.
I literally went, oh, fuck.
You just hear beep.
And there's, like, bleachers. And there's probably, dude, there was like 60 people sitting in those
Yeah,
all
there's
day.
people actively just watching.
All day just watching it launch, dude.
That's kind of cool.
And there was multiple
Until you're coming
pictures,
back
too.
through at 120 and, your
And
face
everyone
is-
sees you.
Like stretch.
Yeah, dude. There's 3 pictures too. They have you the first launch, the second one, and then they have you up top.
The
Man.
second launch
Those
at
pictures,
105 going backwards is
your face looks
Yeah.
like you just got
Fucking-
rocked. Yeah, dude. Yeah, like I'm getting sucked into a vortex.
So what was y'all's second favorite ride then? Because I assume that was your favorite.
Oh yeah.
Maverick.
Maverick was our second favorite.
The one
believe
that's
it or
All right,
not.
fine. Third favorite. Jesus Christ.
That would be.
We already talked about that one, guys.
We went Millennium Force.
Millennium Force.
What's that one?
That was the one that we got attacked by mosquitoes in the beginning.
Yeah.
But
Regraded it the second day.
yeah, we were like, we didn't give that a fair chance.
So what'd you give it the first time?
The first time.
9.2 or something. I'd have to
Damn,
watch
that's
the
still
video.
high.
Oh,
It
dude,
was still
it's still
awesome.
it. I always have a damn near panic attack on the slow climbs. That part always gets me. I don't know why. As soon as I'm at the top, I'm
Dude,
like,
the
oh,
comment
I'm
where
ready.
you like come out really slow, you stop, and then you turn and stop, and then you go up. Yeah. On a wooden
Only, like,
coaster.
Did you say the comment? Because these were like
Yeah.
double that.
No, I mean
dude,
no,
and
I mean like because it's a wooden coaster, like that always got me when I was a kid.
Always.
Gotcha.
Because it's like,
Oh, the
nah, dude, no
clanking and
fucking
everything?
way, dude. This motherfucker is 120 years
creaking.
old, and I'm
Yep.
hopping on this bitch, trusting it to carry me 55 miles an hour.
And I'm like,
They didn't even make wooden
That thing's
wagons
old,
go this
too.
fast. Yeah.
every time I'm trying to act like shit's cool. I'm like, fuck.
This one had a cool chain system too. It was a steel cable,
It did. It pulled it
and it
all the way
comes
down.
down, and it just latches onto the train, and
It just pulls you up.
Pulls you up.
It was
Super
kinda
quick.
cool.
Yeah, you were pretty. Yeah, you were moving. I was like, oh, okay.
Another one where we're
Yeah, no,
just
the
like,
comet
oh,
goes so fucking slow, man.
We kept walking by these.
I've literally
swings.
only ever been to the Great Escape. I know I keep
Okay.
fucking referencing.
No,
I've
it's
never,
perfect.
Like, I've
'cause
never been to another.
we got.
Listen, okay, I didn't go anywhere as a kid but Monster Jam shows and dirt track racing. Okay.
You're coming.
That-
The
We're
next
bringing
time.
you.
You're coming the next time.
Yeah.
We're planning it.
Well, now I'm scared.
Well, don't be
No,
scared.
don't be scared.
We just made me scared.
Why,
No, it's
why
so
are you
much,
scared?
dude. It's
We just had the time of our
it's
lives.
so
brother.
fun. Like,
Yeah, sure, it's an emotional roller coaster
Exactly.
as well.
you just gotta hop on it.
But once you're
Well,
in it,
it's getting there.
Yeah, once
yeah,
you're
yeah,
there.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
problem.
We'll
I
help
just-
you out.
We'll get you
know?
there.
What are you gonna do? Carry me?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
What if I have a panic attack?
we'll make you.
We'll get.
We'll make it. You're getting on the
force
fucking ride.
You'll be fine.
Imagine being the conductor, like, of the fucking thing, waiting to hit the button. You just fucking. You
see
guys
us
are carrying
just
the
dragging.
fucking bench.
We're like, don't
I
worry
got
about
the
it.
feet. I got the feet.
He'll be fine. He'll love it. The picture,
Fucking-
the picture, he's just
Not yet. Nah. I don't think I'd pass out.
dude. But no, Millennium Force was really good. That one was
Another one, 93 miles.
I'm
an
definitely
hour.
titling this episode "Going to Jerry Sandusky, Ohio,
That's funny as fuck. Okay,
for a ride" or like some shit.
that's yeah,
Yeah, like
good
just
shit.
some dumb
yeah,
title.
that'll be good. But yeah, so that one was like 93, 94 miles an hour as well.
How tall is it? Like 300.
360
That's the Falcon.
Millennium Falcon. Yeah,
Millennium.
Sorry,
Force.
sorry, I can't remember which part of the word that went with the
He
ride.
had me with Falcon though.
Yeah.
That sounds clean.
Yeah, no, I
The
would,
Millennium Falcon. That is Star Wars.
yeah. I
That's
can
why it
remember
sounds
which
clean.
part of it went with the fucking
Yeah,
ride.
yeah, yeah.
But so speaking of that, I mean, I know we've been just bullshitting about this fucking Cedar Point shit. Obviously, that was a big part of our week. However, this is a perfect go together. We've talked about camping, we've talked about parties and beer and WWE and all this other shit, right?
Yep.
Which also, I don't know if you guys ever looked us up on like Chat GPT or like Meta fucking AI.
No.
You can literally like ask and be like, "Do you know the TKT podcast or do you know like
I've
Kane
never
Wilder?"
thought-
And it'll literally, dude, like tells it all about us. It's fucking crazy. It's awesome. Yeah,
What?
dude, like knows about us. Yeah, it's
Wait,
wild.
Ooh, that's freaky.
Yeah,
What?
dude. Yeah, it's crazy.
What the?
Um,
where do you go? For
Like I
that?
literally the other day, I asked that, I was like, "Do you know the TKT podcast?" And it was like, "Yes, of course." Like hosted by whoever. I was like, "Give me some podcast ideas." Like just like I've been fucking around with it just to see it.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy how much that fucking thing knows. Like it's scary.
Yeah.
It's fucking scary. Anyways, back to what I was getting at. So we've talked about like essentials for camping.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What are the? Hold on, let me make sure I word this question right. Where the fuck did it go?
No, take your time. They don't have any place to be.
No, they don't. That's why
They
they're
don't.
listening to the fucking podcast. They're probably on their way to fucking work.
They're literally killing time.
In that case.
they're literally killing time. So there's kind of two parts to this question.
Okay.
Road trip rules.
Ooh.
And must-haves on a road trip. So, like, what are things that you have to put in place before a road trip is being taken place? What are the things, like, all right, no fucking windows or ACs not to get, like, stupid shit, right?
Okay.
Like, if you have a DVD player in the back of your car, right? Let's assume we're traveling in, like, a fucking
Minivan.
Denali Yukon with fucking
Oh, okay.
screens in the back,
Oh,
right?
we're talking big
Oh, you
time.
got
Yeah.
it set up.
We got the Escalade.
Yeah,
Okay.
like yeah, out of my fucking price range, but what are like some must-haves you have to have on a road trip, and what are the rules in place on said road trip?
So I think if you
Spare
don't,
tire.
Okay, fair enough.
That's
All right, Dylan. Whatever logistical
All right,
fucking
yeah, what the
bullshit,
fuck?
loser.
mine was gonna be music related.
Subwoofer.
I think if you don't,
2 12-inch subs, 1,000 amp.
I mean, let me
At
tell
least
you,
1,000 watts.
it helped.
It did help.
Oh yeah, I bet you
Yeah.
it keeps you up for 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Keeps the vibes high
Oh my
Kept the
god,
vibes
we
going.
bumped,
for sure.
dude.
Dude,
like,
we
the
listened to
whole
music
way
for
down.
like 6 straight hours at full volume. Just
And then we were like,
And then you threw on the TKT podcast.
and then we were
And
like,
then we did all episodes.
well,
You know we have like 80 episodes. So I don't even know what episode this is, but we're like
We're up
approaching
there.
80.
yeah, we're up
Yeah.
there for sure.
All right, so you say music.
Yeah, I think if you don't make a playlist beforehand,
It has to be curated
that's what I'm saying.
By
for
the-
the specific
group.
road trip.
Yeah.
Whatever group is
Everyone
in the car.
comes together.
Little collab on Spotify, maybe a jam. I wouldn't trust a jam. I'd want a playlist.
Yeah.
That's what we
said,
did. We
it's
made a
going-
playlist.
that's
I
what we
wouldn't
did.
want a jam. I
And then
wouldn't
just
want to
shuffle
trust
that
that.
It's
shit.
perfect too. You can just
Yeah.
throw it on and let it,
Yeah.
let it ride.
I would say a number one rule. This is probably going to be out of pocket. Maybe not.
Okay.
I feel like it's obvious for me, but some people want this thing. No chips.
No chips in the car.
No, not even just in the car. I don't want to hear you chewing. I don't want to hear. Other snacks are fine.
Okay. See,
I just don't want like you smacking a bag of Lay's, maybe or Fritos. Like, I don't want to hear that. Which,
That's-
like,
that's
granted, if
fair.
you got the tunes cranked up, probably not going to hear it. But like, I'm going to turn
I
back.
don't want to hear the crinkling.
Yeah,
No,
and if
I
you're
kinda
drying,
get
you,
it. I
you
kinda
see
get
them
it.
in the rear view. And just,
Dude, earlier we got Chipotle chips.
those are crispy chips.
And
Dog.
dude, he didn't know. I
Motherfuckers
reached
are
in
loud.
and grabbed one, and I'm next to him. He's driving. All of a sudden, I just crunched down on
Brother.
him. He's like, whoa.
We're going to need to dial that back.
I was like, did you just shatter your teeth?
Yeah,
What
the other
was
thing is
that?
you always get like a fuck ton of lime and salt on them, but
Yep.
like there's always it's every other chip. One chip is just plain as fuck. The
Dude,
other
the
one is
other
like
one is-
holy fuck.
That's so funny because literally I grabbed one and I was like, that had the whole lime on it. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, that was the one at the top of the pack. You squeeze that
Just
shit.
fuck
And then
directly
he proceeded to get
underneath.
stabbed in the gums by
Yeah,
a corner of it.
yeah, because they're perfectly
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just fucking,
Illuminati.
and I was like,
Um,
fuck.
Yeah, then you just ruined the whole day.
All right, so
Gums,
no
sword,
chips then.
No chips.
All right.
Back to you, Dill. That's just a rule. That's not like a you must have. So I was just throwing in a rule there.
Hey, you know what? Cooler's a good idea. Bring some beverages.
Cooler.
Need some drinks.
Little
some water.
road beverages.
Little-
Yeah.
I mean, we
road
don't
soda.
advise
Obviously,
drinking and driving, of
obviously
course.
No, not
alcoholic
that.
beverages.
No,
However,
no,
do
no
not.
open canisters.
do some tea or some
Yeah, some
sodies,
Gatorades,
some road
Soda
sodies,
pops. Yeah, sody pops.
Sody pop,
Yeah.
water,
water, whatever you might need. Maybe
Gotta
throw
have
some
Dr.
cold cuts in
Dr.
there.
Pepper
some
on
cold
deck.
cut, maybe some
Some cold
Sammys.
Cold snacks.
Dude, that's another
Cold
thing. Is we should
Montucky cold
do
snack?
essentials for amusement park trip because we fucked it up pretty bad.
How?
We
What do you
fumbled.
mean?
We fumbled a good few
Poncho?
spots.
What do you mean?
We didn't bring any food,
Yeah.
so we had to get food at
We
the
got
park.
food. Bad idea.
Horrible.
Terrible idea.
The park food was garbage.
Can
we
you
went to
bring
two
food
different
in?
places. No.
No, you got to eat it in the car.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we forgot to bring food.
So what, are you gonna leave, eat, and then go back in?
But
Yeah.
that's where we think the cooler would be essential.
Yeah, because if we had brought a cooler, we would have saved a lot of money on food and beverages.
Yeah, I guess.
But the cup thing was crucial.
Well,
Yeah,
you buy
I-
one souvenir cup and you're good for the week.
They're good for the day.
Well, the day. Yeah.
You can't bring it back in and be like,
They won't.
They scan
They
it.
scan.
It's wild.
Yeah, Cedar Point's.
man, fuck greedy ass motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
What does this world come to?
Oh, yeah.
They need to get the extra $4 for fucking soda.
Oh,
Bitch, I just paid $25 for this cup.
Exactly.
yeah, we
It cost you
It was-
16 cents to make this fucker.
It was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And
It was.
we also had to buy the fat. Not have to, but it was essential. Like,
if you're
we
trying to
didn't have
ride
the fast
coasters at Cedar Point.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Get
that's
the
like
fast
Disney.
pass.
Is like, it's if you don't get it, you're fucked. Like,
like,
Yeah, I mean the
literally.
wait times without the fast pass,
It was
especially
like-
the second day. One of them we saw at 2 hours.
Yeah.
Other ones were like hour 30.
Bro,
minutes.
Top Thrill, we rode
chance.
twice within like 20 minutes.
that's the only reason why I don't like want to go to Disney is because if you don't get a fast pass, like,
then you're done.
Yeah.
I'm not standing in a line for 40 minutes. Like, it ain't nothing fucking worth it.
Dude, literally, I was saying that to him. I was like, this ride is like a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck standing in line. I will pay the extra 50, 100, whatever.
Yeah.
To not do that.
Yeah.
Because
I
we
don't think it
walked
was
Top
too
Thrill
bad, but-
on Thursday. No.
Like, total.
Yeah.
How much is a fast pass?
It was 125.
Yeah.
To ride whatever?
Yeah.
And
Anything.
all rides.
There's
all rides.
levels.
Yeah.
And we got the one that had literally everyone.
$100 per? And you can only ride it once, or however
You
many
can ride
times?
it-
Oh,
you
fuck yeah. Worth
You could ride
Yeah,
it back to
no,
back too. So
100%
if the
worth
ride's
it.
dead and you want to just keep riding.
Yeah.
So
100%
Top
worth
Thrill
it.
the second day.
I felt
brother,
bad doing it, dude. We kept.
We
like,
walk.
we'd
They
ride
make
a
you
ride.
walk by everybody.
Yeah, we'd ride
Yeah.
a ride. We'd get on, and we'd pass
Yeah,
these
because they want
people in
people to
line.
buy it. They want to see, like,
Get off
you
the
guys
ride.
and make them jealous. FOMO.
Bro, get off the ride. Come back through. See the same
100 people.
right
in
back
there.
on the ride.
Bro, this kid saw us walk back around on Top Thrill, and he was like, and I went,
No,
He went, and I went,
and then we
Because
went,
you're gonna
get
love
your money
it.
up, bozo.
dude, and then we whipped around as we were done on the ride, and he was looking at me and did it again. I went, you're gonna love it, bro, in like an hour.
Get your money up, bozo. Should have bought the fast pass, pussy.
It was funny though. And then he got off and he saw me and he was like,
Anyways, back to road trip essentials and rules.
what are your guys like bathroom? Like how
We
often
go
is-
until we fucking can't.
how often?
Like, we are going until we cannot go any. Like,
Speaking of which,
if-
we had some close calls.
if the driver doesn't
Oh, we
have to
did
go, you better be damn near trying everything but pissing in a bottle.
He was floating above his chair while driving.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I had
Literally
one,
was hitting one of these.
one of the like times we went
we
home.
we were in heavy traffic and we both had to piss, and there was
Yeah.
no way out. We're stuck. we couldn't do anything.
You couldn't
I was
just
like,
go
what do
and
I
piss.
do? I grabbed a bottle,
We were still moving.
fucking dumped the tea into a Dunkin' cup, and you know,
Piss in a bottle. Yeah, everybody's
one of
pissing
those
in a bottle.
big Arizona bottles, damn near filled the thing.
Yeah.
Brother, like 32
My
ounces.
problem, yeah, I wouldn't be able to stop. Like, I hope it's big enough.
That's what I was getting
I'm not
close.
gonna be able to
I was
stop
like,
pissing.
oh,
I was like, I said, brother, you better stop. I don't have another one.
he's looking out the
Oh, you
window.
were
He's like,
holding
hey, I think
No.
that trucker just saw your whole deck.
Yeah, I was looking out this
Yeah,
window,
worst case scenario, right?
and this big ass trucker goes by, and I go, yeah, he totally just saw your whole thing.
It was either that or piss on myself.
But
Dude.
yeah, we had one time where we were coming back from New York, and that's exactly what it was. Haley was driving, and like granted, we usually always stop at the same place. We stop at this random spot in Pennsylvania, like right before the West Virginia border, and then we stop in Bristol because it's like 5 hours, 5 hours, 5 hours, right?
Gotcha.
And this one time we were fucking leaving New York, we were like 10 minutes from this fucking gas station. I was like, I'm gonna piss my pants, and like I had an empty Mountain Dew bottle, and I've never came so close but didn't piss in a bottle in my life. Like you said, levitating, I'm literally fucking. Oh my fuck!
You gotta hit that.
I'm fucking tweaking, dude. Yeah, tweaking.
Dude, even today, when I was driving back, he's sitting like this, bro.
Yeah, dude, you're hitting the fucking
He's doing one of these, one of the hands on the knees, and I'm like,
hands
oh,
on the knees.
Dude, we see a
hands on
rest
the
stop
knees.
sign that says 19 miles. I'm like, oh,
he didn't
hell
see
no.
it. And I was like, bro, did you see that sign? He was like, nah, what? I said, next rest stop?
Meanwhile, I'm like,
19 miles. He's like, brother, what? And then he was like, he saw a fucking distant billboard. He goes,
Turn.
that says loves this exit here. Turn now. And so I was like, all right, Jesus.
Which
I
gas station? Which
I
gas
take
station?
exit
That one
here.
is less busy.
And then there was Sheets and Loves was slammed.
Yeah,
and so I
Loves
was
is
being
always
annoying as fuck. And I was like, which one should I go to, Adele?
Oh,
So
He's like,
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Sheets, bro.
Hot, dude.
Go to
Yeah, I would've been
Sheets.
hot.
Go to Sheets.
Yeah, I would have been pissed.
No farting in the car if possible.
On a 15-hour drive, man, you're gonna have to fart.
No, it's gonna happen.
You are one
It's
to
so
to say that.
Sorry, subject, huh?
You know,
there
yeah.
was some exchange.
Hasn't
of
scabbed.
gases. Yeah.
Hasn't scabbed. He's let off some nukes recently.
I swear,
Shame.
dude.
So you're gonna throw out no farts, and you literally just took a road trip ripping ass? How the fuck is that? That's illegal.
That's what I'm
was in
saying.
the
That's against the rules and regulations of the.
That's all I'm saying. Granted, we got Chipotle for lunch.
It was
Oh,
in the
no
last
chance.
45 minutes of the trip, and I swear to God, all right, it was
Oh,
like
Let them fly.
All you hear from
Grand
the leather.
finale.
Pause between the song. You just hear.
no, it
through
was like
the
a
leather.
fucking, it was like a
Whop.
50 cal. It was like boom, and it just shot so far into the seat that I swear to God,
just
it didn't smell. It didn't
just
smell
The
at all.
dispersed.
first one didn't. He was like, "So I'm good. I'm good." Lets out the, and I'm like, "Are you fucking for real?" I was like, "That doesn't mean keep going, bro."
Hit the 4 auto windows.
I was like, "Air the bitch out." He was like, "It's fun."
It's not fine.
All right, so no farting when he got.
To be fair, he hit me with a bunch of them on the way.
He didn't smell any.
The fact is, he did it, and I was
Yeah.
still breathing in those.
There's a difference.
I would crack the window here and there. Never caught it.
I'm just cracking it to Dave, dude. Just cracking it to hit a couple chew chits.
Couple chew chits, bro. I don't want to fog up the car, dude. But I don't. Charger situation.
Okay.
I think. Oh, first off, let the person drive. Actually, whoever you're driving, they're driving. No backseat driving. Personally.
That's fair. That's a good rule.
Like, if you want to chirp, drive.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Why are you bitching?
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're in the car, bro, just be in the car.
Like,
If we crash, then you can bug the fuck out.
yeah. Like when we went to Indy, like I think Travis drove most of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't sleep in cars like at all. The slightest like I don't sleep well to begin with. But like the slightest movement, I like fucking would look up. And like he was all over the place towards the night.
Bro, was always trying to avoid shit.
Yeah.
And he's fucking.
And like that's fine, like, shout out, but
I get
was,
it.
yeah, like it was just always like I'd be like fucking I'd finally start to like nod my head and be like fuck. But man, I don't know of another like rule other than like no chips, no farting,
Don't
no
shit your
backseat
pants.
driving. I mean, yeah, but that goes with no farting. I feel like you don't have to make that a rule.
Can I change that around?
To not shitting your pants?
Yeah, 'cause
I
I-
feel like that just doesn't have to be said.
It's another weird music one I have, but like you either have to commit to like listening to music, or like conversating. Like
Yeah.
there's no.
Yeah,
like-
I don't.
'cause
Okay,
I hate
good rule.
always having-
Yeah, I'm not turning it down.
That's what I'm saying.
Talk louder. If I fucking hit the, shut the fuck
We're
up.
listening to music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're going.
yeah.
We're bumping
Yeah.
because I fucking hate being like, what? No. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's. But other than that, I mean, I'm not too crazy
I'm
about shit.
good rule or a good
Shoes
necessity is 2 forms of GPS. So you have the driver's GPS, which say Apple Maps or like Google Maps, whatever. The second person, either the shotgun driver, because they're the shotgun driver, can have Waze or the opposite, Google Maps or Apple Maps.
To see which way is
Kind
quicker.
of counteract.
Quicker, accidents, cops, shit like that. I feel like that's a good rule.
That
That's
is a good rule.
That is a good pin in
It's
the
a good
board.
one. It's a good pull.
Yep. We've had comments, not to divert this, but I keep noticing it on all of us. We've had this conversation on the podcast, and we've had many people bring it up to us. But man, our farmer stand on camera are insane.
Dude, they're bad,
Like,
man.
they're fucking unreal.
Yeah, dude.
I keep looking over because my shirt goes up a little bit, and I'm like, damn.
Yo, Dill got cooked because he wore a sleeveless shirt.
Oh, so you're burnt.
So
shoulders
his
are
shoulder,
red.
bro, he's straight
Cooked.
Neapolitan, bro.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's red at the top, white in the middle. and
Careful.
then caramel at the bottom.
Good call. Good call.
Good call there.
Nice placement.
Good PR.
Yeah.
Yeah, good PR stunt there, Dale.
But
Yeah, watch yourself these days.
no, my
Yeah.
face got cooked,
No
as
doubt.
you can tell. But
Dude.
Doesn't look burnt though.
yesterday or last night it was.
Yeah.
It's definitely
You
better this
recovered
morning.
rather quickly.
I tanned pretty nicely. Yeah, I thought I was cooked this morning, and I looked in the mirror. I was like, "Oh, okay. What the fuck?"
This is the quickest I've
'Cause,
ever
bro, I was-
seen anybody recover from.
Bro, he was like, before we left, he goes, "Just so you know, like you're fucked, bro."
Yeah,
And I
his
was
face
like-
was fucking
I was like, "Why?
fucked.
What do you mean?" He was like, "Your face is so goddamn red."
He looked like
Man.
a goddamn lobster.
And I was like, "Oh, now that you I was like,
Yeah, you start to feel the wind a little bit more, and you're like, why is the wind sting? Oh my!
why is everything
Why,
spicy, bro?
why is the wind stinging my face?
Touch your face.
So then we got back to the hotel and I looked, dude, and it was just, I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm fucked. But no, yeah,
Apparently you're good.
somehow I'm okay. Shout out.
Shout out the genetics.
I will be looking like leather in 20 years. It's fine.
Oh god,
I guess it depends on how you cure. You know,
True.
how you
there's
cure?
some nice leathers out there.
It's all about moisturizing.
It's all about the
Alright.
tanning process.
You're
Just
right.
keep it well
You're right.
conditioned.
You're
You
right.
know, it'd be good.
I mean, if I go to enough fucking parks, I'll definitely be cooked.
I think I'm already cooked. I've got.
I don't know. I got some.
I was
good
gonna say
stuff.
I have a
We've got some
permanent farmer
flat-
stand.
I was gonna say I
never
don't think I
change.
can escape this.
Yeah, I think I'm cooked for the rest of my life.
Whatever. I
Yeah,
play
we were
golf
talking about
too.
that
so
earlier.
Until I'm like probably like 45. Hopefully I can retire by like 50. That'd be cool.
yeah,
If you have
And then
one
I'm just
part-
outside all the time with a fucking cut off. And then it'll
letting
probably
it
eventually,
fully
yeah,
fucking- yeah.
I
yeah,
don't know though.
sitting there swole.
That's a good theory. Like, if you're tanned on one part of your body, and then you want to catch another part of your body up, is that possible, or will the other part that's already tanned?
I feel like
stay
this will
more?
never get like worse.
It
It'll
won't
just,
get any more
like, you
tan than it
leveled out.
is.
I would say so. Yeah, I probably plateaued. I mean, I could probably get like a little bit darker, but like
Okay. 'Cause
in
I feel
terms
like
of
my-
like how dark I can get,
Yeah.
I mean genetics, man.
I feel like
I
I'm
don't
pretty
have that
tan right
melanin in me.
Like
So-
compared to that, from that,
God.
even in the dark.
Yeah, no,
Like,
the
that looks
camera is
bright as
crazy.
fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
that
God,
is crazy.
pulled the fucking sleeve down. Anywho,
And
dude,
yeah,
the
but-
sweatshirt. A bird tried to fucking nuke shit me on Maverick,
Damn
dog.
near got shit on by.
Have you ever been shit on by a bird?
No,
No.
this was.
Think
I
about
watched
the
it.
odds. The odds are probably pretty high.
I would.
There it is. There's seagulls everywhere.
Lots of seagulls.
But
Lots
brother,
of
we're
birds
sitting
in
on the
general.
coaster.
Like,
This
sea
bird's
seagulls
flying
down
in.
here. I don't really see seagulls down here.
Pretty far from the sea.
What?
Yeah, there's not like a lake.
Don't
or
matter.
Yeah, they normally chill by like lakes and that kind of like ish.
I mean, Pressure
area.
Purse is like 20 minutes from here.
Yeah.
We got a
Maybe down
McDonald's
there.
right down the road, dog.
Yeah, the McDonald, the fucking
They're there for the
Walmart
fries,
parking
bro.
lot probably has 2 or 3.
Probably.
Um,
The geese the other day, dude. Holy fuck. Me and Martine went golfing on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Holy dude. Size of fucking bears, dude. They were massive. They were fucking, we were on hole 2. So the par 3
Okay.
after the first hole.
yeah.
And we're going from hole 1 to hole 3. We're in the middle of the fairway. And we look over and we pan. And I was like, dude, you see these fucking geese? He was like, what? And he was driving. So he turns and looks to the right. And he was like, oh my God. Dude, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, taller than the speaker. And probably, like, the body's the base.
What the
like
fuck?
If you turn the speaker
Turn it
sideways.
sideways?
Yeah, dude. It was
God damn.
base of the fucking geese was like this. Width was probably like normal width of a goose.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sure.
But neck, bro. Fucking
Tall.
dude. Awesome.
Jesus.
They were massive. There's like 4 of them. I've noticed we have a lot of geese down here recently.
I have as well.
We went to the movies a while ago. There's a bunch of geese
There's
in the
a bunch.
parking lot there.
Yeah. They've been
Couldn't be
all over.
Canadian. There's no way they're down here. They know better than to cross a border like that. So,
Yeah.
especially with the tariffs going on and shit.
But brother, I was literally locked in and I saw this bird flying. I said, "Please
Oh, you
don't
almost
shit."
got kamikaze.
Dude, no, he shit, and it landed probably
Dive bomb.
3
Dude,
feet
he
in
was
front
locked
of me.
into a coaster. He couldn't have gone anywhere.
I was like, "Dude, no, please!" I saw it, dude,
Brother got dive bombed by a B-2 bomber.
and it was short, and then it fucking, and I was like,
You just watch it fucking.
"Dylan, that bird almost."
Dude,
I saw it land,
All I heard was a
and he heard it. Because it landed on, like, you know how they all have,
Yeah.
like, the metal railings next
Yeah.
to it? Landed right on that fucking shit.
Man,
and I was like,
hot.
still, dude, I just watched that fucking. He was like, I heard it. It was huge. It was like
Yeah.
he like had breakfast and lunch.
Before he pooped. Yeah.
Let it fly.
Yeah. Brother's got bowel congestion.
Oh man.
I feel like the odds of getting pooped on by a bird should be high, but they're probably low, right? Like, you would think they're high. Birds are everywhere. We're everywhere. The odds of a bird flying over you are high.
Apparently,
to
it's
never
good
be
luck.
shit on.
To get pooped on?
If a bird shits on you, yeah, apparently it's good luck.
What if a bird shits near you?
That's probably just.
Am I gonna get
normal.
bad
counts.
luck?
Yeah, if
because
it like
it did
just
not-
misses
because
me,
it-
is
like-
it the opposite?
Like, am I gonna get? I was nervous.
Maybe that's why the second day.
we were cursed. We had the hex, bro. We
got
kept
it.
saying that shit.
had the
Everything
burpoo
was
hex.
We got
closed,
hexed.
bro.
Everything was closed.
We got there the second day.
We'd like walk to one ride and then all of a sudden
it closed. Top Thrill.
Went to get on Top Thrill, broke down.
So
Waited
we
in
left.
line and then
See,
broke
yeah,
down.
that's what I would immediately be turned off if I walked to a ride and it was like, oh no, it's closed. Come back in like an hour. Fuck you, I'm coming back in an hour.
Bro,
That shit
we were
broke
standing
down.
at
Ain't
the
nothing
gate.
you fixed in an hour.
We
We
were
were next.
in front of it. Well, that happened twice in the same day, actually.
What happened with it? What they said?
We waited.
They didn't make
We
it
waited like 20 minutes.
up over the top. They didn't have enough speed, so they had to figure out why. And then they sent a bunch of couple practice cars, and then they were good. There was a person ahead of us, so the guinea pig went first, and then Dylan and I hopped on, and we were good. But we only
The
had to
first
wait.
time it happened, it took them like 3 hours.
Yeah, we left.
But
What do
we
you mean the
bailed.
guinea pig went?
Oh, the
Oh,
people
there
in
was
front of us
one
had a
train
ride
that
before
went
we
ahead
had
of
a
us.
ride.
Was it empty or there was people?
There was
There's
people
people.
on it.
Ah, fuck that. I'd have, yeah. I'd
Well, they
have
had a
to be-
bunch of empty ones go. They said it was good.
Yeah,
Dylan
they
and I were
like-
still
The
like,
wait though, dude. Yeah. I'd have to have at least a group in front of me
So-
be like, nah, y'all hop on.
And that's what that was.
that's what that
Yes,
was. So then they
exactly.
went,
Yeah.
came back. We were like, cool.
Word. There's not any fat motherfuckers on this bit, right? It's not going overweight. It's going to make it up a hill. You didn't put any canes on there?
Yeah, that
See,
was kind of crazy.
They kind of got the ride of a life though, because they went up, didn't make it back, or didn't make it.
Over. Then
Over.
went backwards down the entire thing,
Yeah.
all the way back down. Then got relaunched.
Then got
and did the long
relaunched
again.
and did the coaster again.
Damn.
So kind of fire. That's
Kinda
kind of
fire.
Yeah, one way time for.
Basically 3
I'm
rides.
with that. I'm with that.
And but I looked at Dylan and I was like, imagine getting stuck up top though. I was like, I literally think I'd have a panic attack.
500 feet, no chance.
I was like, you know that shit's got to be swaying up there. Yeah, she gets
Yeah,
it.
you know that shit's moving in a breeze.
Dude,
Slight wind gust, you're tipping.
it started misting day one.
You couldn't even have a coaster like that down here.
It'd be cooked.
Fucking good
It'd
tornado.
be cooked. Good enough winds.
Imagine that 500 feet tornado, fucking gone.
That thing would. Oh God, that would take out a town.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, oh man.
Yikes.
Anyways, guys, that's really all I had for this fucking podcast episode. I have another
Yeah.
topics and shit, but doesn't fit the theme of this episode. So, what do y'all think?
I mean, I think it was a good one.
Sweet. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this eepisode. If you did, make sure to go to shankitgolf.com.
Yes.
TKT 15 for 15% off, or TKT 415 for 15% off. You can use either code. They both work. Also, check out Dove's Barbecue Sauce at thedovesbarbecue.com to get all your barbecuing needs for the summer, because I'd love to make some money. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you leave a comment in the Q&A on Spotify on topics you want to hear us talk about, whether it be real, funny, sarcastic, whatever the fuck y'all want to hear. And we will see y'all in the next one.
Peace.